Are we live? I think we're live. I'm so sorry we're late. So sorry we're late. Oh my goodness. Oh, FGH, I understand. I understand. We're late. We're late. We're very late. But fortunately, the match hasn't started. They're still exchanging pleasantries, the usual. I have to make sure we're actually live here because I want to be out here talking to myself. I mean, I am at the end of the day still talking to myself, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right. I think we're good. We're good to go. This is a very high expectation match. I'm expecting a lot from this. Oh my god, I just realized I haven't transitioned this. Okay. In a second. All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, as I said, this is a very high expectation match. I am expecting some good performances today. I want to see a derby, unlike the Spurs Arsenal match. I want to see a performance today. So I'm excited. I am. I'm very excited about this game because I think as compared to Spurs and Arsenal, Inter and AC Milan, they don't take this derby lightly at all. We have a new attire for today's match. The famous Materazzi and Rui Costa picture. We've got that illustrated on our shirts today. And we're off. Okay. Long kick from Jan Sommer here. Very aggressive starts from Inter Milan, as I would have expected. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a different AC Milan today. I think AC Milan is the team. If I had to guess, if I had to pick a team that was not going to perform today, it'd probably be AC Milan. But I think we're going to be seeing a different AC Milan today. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. Okay, well, let me just settle down. I feel like I'm not settled down yet because I came in late and everything. So we're gonna try and settle down now. All right, I think we're good. I hope I'm okay to do the stream actually. I think I'm good. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Yeah. Let me just show you guys the look for today. So let me just hide the scoreboard real quick. This is the look for today that I'm going with. The Materazzi Rui Costa famous picture that they took together where the flares and everything was going around. Yeah. That's the outfits for today. And I think it's good. It's appropriate for the occasion. I think it is. Again, today I would be expecting some really good conversations. I enjoyed the conversations yesterday and the Napoli Atalanta game. And in this massive match in the Serie A, I wanna see some interesting conversations as well. FGH as usual. Always bring some interesting conversation. Inter Milan on the attack here. Can he find Marcus Thuram? He can. But Marcus Thuram cannot keep it in. Oh, he can keep it in. It's a corner for Inter. That was good for Marcus Thuram. I didn't think he was going to keep it in. This weekend of football has been wild. It has been crazy. It has been crazy this weekend of football. I've absolutely enjoyed it. Çalhanoğlu, ball into the box. Barella, edge of the box. Inter Milan Do look the better side here. DeMarco, can he put a good cross in? He can. And it's Thuram. How did he manage to get that header on target? Marcus Thuram. Wow. The fact that he was able to force a save from Magnan in that weird position. Look at this. My goodness, Marcus Thuram. Wow. I mean, the save for Magnan was really good, but to force a save for Magnan in that difficult position. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yet to see anything from Milan. Players I'll be looking at in this game. Modric, especially for Milan. I think Leao has to step up this game. Thuram definitely is going to be one of those players that's going to perform well. Barella, Çalhanoğlu, DeMarco. So it's Pulisic as well. The last time we watched Pulisic, he missed a very bad penalty. So there's another opportunity to have a look at Pulisic. Hopefully he's gonna play better. Foul for Inter Milan here. Keep the questions coming in. Keep the conversations going. Like to hear what you guys think about the match. What you guys think about the matches that have gone on this weekend. I think this weekend we've been blessed to have some really interesting matches. Nottingham Forest, Liverpool. I mean, this header again from Thuram. My goodness. Last ditch header from Thuram. I don't think anyone is expecting that to even be on target. And Magnan, impressive for Magnan to even have the reflexes to save that. All right. I think it's is that a Milan player down? It is a Milan player down. It's a nose injury, I think. Or 46 for AC Milan, he's down. I don't know what happened here. Ooh. I think it was a high foot from Martinez. Kind of connected with Gabia. But I don't think it's anything serious. I think Gabia is going to be fine. It has slowed the game down a little bit. Massimiliano Allegri, legendary manager. If you could attend any derby in the world, which one would it be? Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, as a Madrid fan, the Madrid derby it's a big one because Atletico always step up when it comes to the Madrid derby, and when Madrid are on form, it's always an interesting match. The Milan derby is not bad at all. Manchester derby, I don't think Manchester United are good enough to make that game interesting. I don't know. It's a tough one. If I had to pick personally, I'd probably pick the Madrid derby, mainly because I'm a Madrid fan. So that would probably be the game where I would go to and enjoy watching because I am a Madrid fan. Like I'm probably gonna enjoy this match as well, but there's not as much connection as there would be if this was Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. So probably the Madrid derby. The game is back in play here. So free kick for Inter Milan. Although the injury was on the AC Milan player, the free kick is for Inter because I think it was a very high foot from Martinez Lautaro. Another very underrated striker, Lautaro Martinez. That's Tony over to DeMarco, another player who doesn't really get his flowers, DeMarco. My goodness, I thought he was going to keep the ball there, DeMarco. Almost went past 2, 3 AC Milan players. Federico DeMarco. That's Tony. I think a lot of Italian players don't really get their flowers when it comes to actual player quality. I think players like Barella, Bastoni, DeMarco, you know, even this season, Kefren Thuram, I think he's been pretty good for Juventus. I think apart from the young players, the Yildiz, the Nico Pass, all of these established players, Çalhanoğlu and players like that, they don't really get their flowers. But I think they're fantastic players. Let's passing the ball around here into Milan. Nothing crazy. Keep the questions coming in. Keep the conversations going. Ball just being passed around by Inter Milan. Lovely ball through to Thuram. So it's a danger man, Thuram. Barella? No, what's... No, is Çalhanoğlu playing? He is playing, okay. I thought no Çalhanoğlu today. I was about to ask. Kanji, foul on Leao, but the referee says play on. That's what you want to see. You want to see the referee allowing the game to flow. Something you hardly see in the Premier League, although today in the North London derby, the ref did allow the game to flow a lot. He let a lot of tackles go. If you want $5,000 today, what's your first buy? Probably some more equipment for streaming and making videos, like a webcam. Like I think you guys probably think I use the character when I do the videos because I don't want to have a webcam, or like I want to stay anonymous. I was gonna say anonymous. I use that because I don't have a webcam. I literally do. I think someone made this comment in one of my videos actually. It was saying if I had a webcam, I'd probably get more views. And I was like, I don't have a webcam. Like if it's like I should use a webcam, I'll probably get more views. I'm like, I don't have a webcam, bro. I'm not in possession of a webcam to use. So that's why I've been, I've tried to be innovative and use what I can, which is the tools that I have in my possession, which is Photoshop and, softwares that can help me, do what I do here. So definitely it's going to be, if I have the money now, I'll probably get the equipment I need to do videos, like a better PC so that I can actually stream with better quality. More importantly, maybe a webcam. Actually, I don't even know what I need to properly stream. A webcam, a better microphone, definitely, yeah. A webcam, better microphone. Invested in some extra utilities. Just some basic streaming necessities. That's up. I thought that was a penalty. I thought that was going to be a penalty by Tomori on Sucic, but I think he got the ball. Sucic tries to cut it back. Ooh, he had to go down. There was contact, but Tomori had the ball. Tomori had the ball. Corner for Inter. Cross into the box from Çalhanoğlu. There's really no one there. It's Thuram, but it's cleared well by Pavlovic. Barella tries to look for the pass, isn't able to do that. Slow start to the game. I predicted yesterday we would get 5 goals in the first half. Doesn't look like that so far. It doesn't look like we're gonna get that, which is fine. No, nothing wrong with that. Who's your football goat and why? The age-old question. The Marco, a little bit lackluster from Fofana. I think he should have at least tried to get onto that ball. But yeah, the age-old question: who is your football goat and why? Ronaldo for me. And I probably you probably would have guessed that because I'm a Real Madrid fan. But yeah, Ronaldo for me. And I think even when he left Real Madrid and before he even came to Real Madrid, I was, very enticed about, the type of player he was. Crossing to the box for Inter, with clearance from AC Milan here. DeMarco was doing a lot of work on that left hand side. Good shots from DeMarco again. But it's a corner. He's very aggressive. DeMarco. Very, very aggressive. But yeah, it's Ronaldo for me. And my reasons are, I think, the way he plays, the way he goes about his activities and all of that, the way he presents himself, it just really aligns with how I feel, one of the best players in the world should be. Hard working, putting in the efforts for everything and all that. So it's Ronaldo for me. But I do think the best player in the world, like the greatest player of all time, I think is Messi. Although my goal personally is Ronaldo, I think the best player and the greatest player of all time is definitely Messi. Because I think what Messi has been able to accomplish as a footballer and what how he moved on the ball and stuff like that, it's not something we're really going to get again in football. I think Lamine Yamal is knocking on the door, but I don't think he's gonna reach there. I really don't. Again, slow game so far in the but I mean we're only 15 minutes in. Lovely touch from Modric to find Rabiot. He's making a run here. He's going. Good pass to find Salamancers. Can he put a cross in? He can. Leao is there, but no one is there to pick it up. Ooh. Pulisic. A shot from the Milan left back, and Pulisic was so close to toe poking the ball into the back of the net. So close to doing that. I think Inter have had the better chances, but I don't think it's been, crazy like that. Pulisic, good opportunity. Tried to find Modric. I think Leao was probably the better pass option. But AC Milan, you're slowly growing into the game, AC Milan. Slowly but surely. Batishagi, Pavlovic, still pretty slow. I think when the first goal goes in, that's when the goals are going to be flowing. Batishagi, can you find someone? He can't. It's gone all the way back to Rabiot. Pulisic on the left-hand side. Can he take on some players? Do something exciting? He can't. It's all the way back to Rabiot. Bartesaghi is going to put a cross in. A low cross and a weak cross. Modric. So good at winning the ball in the middle and recycling possession. Rabiot, he's doing well. Oof. Bartesaghi. Modric again. Modric is just timing his, interception so well. He loses the ball there, but, if he had some support, he probably keeps hold of the ball. Lovely switch from Barella. And Salamancers does well to dispossess Thuram. Does very well to dispossess Thuram. Still pretty slow, but I think the first goal is coming. They're knocking on the door of the first goal. And as I say that, Inter on the attack here. He can't find the pass. He cannot find the pass. He made a good run through the center. Number 8 for Inter, I think it's Sucic. Wasn't Sucic in the Liga last season? I feel like I'm thinking of someone else. Sucic was in La Liga last season. I think he scored a banger last season. Like his debut goal in La Liga was a banger. I think I'm thinking of someone else. I just realized the stats aren't showing. I'll do that. Get that on. Let me just get that on. Make sure the stats are showing. I'll probably try and zoom in, to be honest. I just realized. Should probably try and zoom in so that it shows better. Cross into the box for AC Milan. It's good defending from Acerbi. He's still, he's still out and about, Acerbi. Oh my god. Microphone just almost fell. Real Madrid versus Elche today as well. We'll keep an eye on that. We will keep an eye on that. Can I reduce this? Not a lot of matches really going on today. I think this is fine. Let's get the stats on. Pretty balanced in terms of numbers. I think maybe Inter have more in terms of possession, but possession doesn't win you games. You saw that yesterday. Atalanta had a stupid amount of possession. But they weren't able to do anything with it. Name a footballer you trust with your life, and name one you absolutely wouldn't. That's a tough question. A footballer I would trust with my life, probably Toni Kroos. And a footballer I would absolutely not trust with my life, Andre Onana. Thuram on the left-hand side tries to look for a pass. He can't. Acerbi keeps it alive. Not Acerbi. DeMarco keeps it alive. But it's not able to do anything. Oh, lovely flick from Pulisic. I don't think that was intentional. AC Milan on the pass was too heavy to find Rafael Leao and Inter. AC Milan kind of wasted the counter-attacking opportunity there. I think probably should have done better with that. Pulisic with a lovely flick over the top of the Inter defenders. And I think he thought someone was going to be there, and no one was there. And it was a really good opportunity for a counter. And I think AC Milan probably should have done better with that. Is it a foul? It's not a foul. The referee is not blowing the whistle. Salamancas, can you find someone? He can't. Oh, he can. Rabiot to Pulisic. Tried to first time cross it into the box. There's no one there. Leao, Bartesaghi. They're just trying to really, size each other up and get that first goal. Because I think the first goal is going to lead to the second goal and the third goal. And the subsequent goals that come in. I don't think there's never going to be a no, for sure. But the question is, at the moment, who is going to get that first goal? Because I think both teams are knocking on the door. They're knocking on the door of getting that first goal. Inter have had the better chances, but AC Milan have had some equally good chances of their own. Keep the questions coming in. If you're watching and you're new to the channel, you enjoy the content, you want to see more of this and more different content. I mean, we've done match reactions today. We're going to be doing some more football analysis. We'll be doing FC26 career mode, Girona, FC26 career mode during the week, Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT. A lot more interesting content coming in the coming weeks and months. So yeah, if this is your cup of tea, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the supports that we've been getting on the channel. I do. Ball just being passed around. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Everyone's just standing still at the moment. I think, as I said earlier, there's something, there's more stuff to be cooked in this game. This match is slowly cooking, definitely, for sure. For sure, I believe this match is slowly cooking. Milan passing the ball back to Magnan. Ball to Pavlovic, finding Rafael Leao, who has been quiet this game. A player that I definitely want to see more of. Salamancers. Fofana, I would probably advise you to shoot. Yeah, but your shot is not that good, so I advise you not to shoot again. Once you shoot once and it's not that good, maybe don't shoot. Maybe don't shoot again. You know. E- t- 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 mm. Back to AC Milan, a little bit of lackluster. I feel some players are forgetting that you're playing in a derby. Some lack of concentration. That's a yellow card. That should be a yellow card, I think. Oh, that's not a yellow card. Wow. I feel like you took Thuram clean out, Pavlovic. Oof. I'd say that's a yellow card. That looked like a yellow card tackle. Thuram spins around to take out Pavlovic. And Pavlovic takes him clean out. And the referee, hey, if you can keep the game interesting by not giving out an early yellow card, 25 minutes is not that early, but we're still in the first half, so I guess so. Thuram, Barella, lovely passage of play here for Inter Milan. It's Thuram, Barella, Lautaro, Çalhanoğlu. They're just passing the ball between each other. Sucic. Can they create something here? Çalhanoğlu, can he find a pass? He can't. It's too much. But it's a corner? It is a corner. He forces a corner with that pass. Çalhanoğlu. Mm-mm-mm. Corner for Inter. Ball into the box, and it's off the post. Marcus Thuram again. The only player that has come close to scoring twice. And I think the only player that has got both shots on targets for Inter Milan today. A cross came in, a header, flick on header from Thuram, and the post that's keeping this game level. Ball in, Thuram again. Almost had a touch on it from a Cherby. Milan trying to get something here. Salamancers. Fikayo Tomori. All the way back to Gabia. We've got Pavlovic on it now. Can you find a pass? I think you can. Artasagi to Rafael Leao again. His passing has been clean, Rafael Leao. Although he hasn't done much attacking wise, his passing has been clean. Salamancas puts a ball into the box. Pulisic almost had a touch to it, but Akanji was quick to get back. The crosses in the box look very dangerous. That chance for Thuram hit the post. Ooh, it wasn't Thuram actually. It was Acherbi. I was so close. It was actually a Cherby. Square off the post. Keep the questions coming in. Enjoy all the conversations. This game is calling out for a goal. But the interesting thing is no one is really defending. AC Milan attempted to win the ball high up the pitch, but Gabia was a little bit too excited, won the ball and lost it almost immediately. Bastoni, very good ball playing defender. Barella to Thuram, he's in the box, he's holding up the ball well. Thuram onto Çalhanoğlu, tried to do something special, but his feet failed him. Thuram, lovely hold up play from Thuram to find Çalhanoğlu, and if he caught that well, I'd say that would have been very difficult for Maignan to get. Very close. Very close. But Thuram did well. Thuram did very well. Thuram did very well. Is that a PSG president? That is the PSG president. What is the PSG president doing here? Question you want to get an answer to? Elche Real Madrid still no. Maignan being pressured by Thuram here, but he's calm under pressure. Tomori over to Fofana, but he doesn't keep it. Barella always delivering a good pass. I think it's a handball on Lautaro. It is a handball on Lautaro. Real Madrid Elche still no. Where's the lineup looking like for Real Madrid? Jeez, can't speak. It's an interesting lineup. It's he's benched Valverde today. He's benched Valverde. He has benched Vinicius. And he's playing a 3-4. He's playing a 3-4-3, basically. But it's a 3-4-1-2. AC Milan on the attack but lose the ball. And it's a throw in for Inter. Salamancas finds Pulisic. In the box, Pulisic, he can't find a cross. And Jan Sommer comes to claim. So the lineup for Real Madrid in this game that they haven't scored yet, which is a concern, but we'll see. The lineup is Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham at the 10, Guler, Ceballos as the midfield 2, Trent and Fran Garcia as the wing backs, and Asensio, Houghton, Carreras as the back 3, which is interesting. It is interesting. Let me just have a look at the stats. I mean, definitely we are leading the possession, but we're not leading in chances created. We've not created any chance, and Elche have a better XG than us. Real Madrid. Anyways, we're here to watch the Inter Milan AC Milan game, which has been a tad bit slow, but I do think, as I said earlier, the first goal might lead to the second goal. I think it's just been sloppy from both teams. I think there have been occasions where I look at the passes and the decision making from some players, and I think it's just been sloppy. But let's hope we can get the first goal here. Pavlovic, Barteshagi, Rafael Leao on the left-hand side. It's not looking to take any players on. Pavlovic. It's a throw in for Inter now. Pavlovic can't get his feet. He can't get his feet sorted. Oh, Lautaro kicking out at Pavlovich. Oh, too excited. Too excited, Lautaro. Tries to kick the ball when he's down, but caught Pavlovich. I'm very shocked the referee hasn't given a foul for a yellow card for anything yet. Who's your player of the season so far in the Prem? It's gonna have to be an Arsenal player, and at the moment, Gabriel probably. Gabriel probably would be my guess for player of the season. Because what, he has missed only one game, so I think Eze definitely is. He's on the road, Eze, to winning that, and if he keeps performing the way he's performing, he can definitely take that. But I think Arsenal's defense are going to be, it's going to be the foundation of on which they win the league or they win anything else significant this season. So I think when it comes to players of the season, it's gonna have to be Gabriel for me. But again, if Eze keeps performing the way he's performing, goals do win games. Arsenal conceded a goal today, and if Eze didn't score 3 goals, it would have been 1-1, If you look at it like that, goals win games. And if Eze didn't score 3 goals today, it would have been 1-1. So it's a watch and brief with Arsenal and in terms of player of the season. But I think at the moment, the 2 contenders for me would be Gabriel and Eze. Yeah, for sure. Nothing really interesting has happened in the game so far. The best chances we've had were early on in the game with Thuram, where he headed the ball and Magnan was forced to make a really good save, and Acerbi hitting the post from a corner. Apart from that, we haven't really had much. We haven't had much in this game. And we're approaching the second half. I would be disappointed if this match ends 0-0 in the first half. Thuram, lovely flick from DeMarco to find Thuram. Ball into the box for who's number 30 for Inter? Augusto? Is that Carlos Augusto? It's Carlos Augusto. Wasn't this guy a center back? Is he playing? What's he doing playing on the right wing? Carlos Augusto. A player I am very certain used to play center back is now finding himself on the right. Well, I think it's a different player I'm thinking about because this guy is Brazilian. I think I'm thinking of a different player because he's actually a right midfielder. Well, Carlos Augusto to Çalhanoğlu, Barella. He can put a mean cross in, and he does put a mean cross in, and it's Lautaro. Oh, wow. Good save for Magnan. Good save for Magnan to tip the ball onto the post. It was a good impromptu shot from Lautaro. He had to make the shot first time. And Magnan, at the moment, he's keeping this game level. He's had to make 2 good saves. Good header down from Thuram. And it was a first-time hit from Lautaro. Unexpected shot. And Magnan had to go down quickly to make that save and tip it onto the post. Oh, that was a hefty save. A hefty save and an important one too. Wow. That was a big save. And I mean, Inter Milan on the attack here again. Magnan might have to be called on again. Thuram onto DeMarco. Tries to look for the cross. He can't. And it's a penalty, I think. Is it a penalty? It's a goal kick? Why is the referee pointing to the spots? It's a goal kick. Jesus Christ. I thought it was a penalty. The referee was pointing to the spot and the players didn't look happy that the referee was pointing to the spots. Oh, they were complaining about the goal kick. Pulisic. Pulisic is not going to get that. He falls down in the box, but he's not going to get that. Referee is eyes open to that. Inter are very good moving the ball from back to front. They're very swift with it. If you don't pay attention, you could blink, and in that blink of an eye, Inter have moved from their half of the pitch to the edge of the 18-yard box. It's very impressive. And I mean, the quality of midfielders that Inter Milan have, Calhanoglu, Barella, Sucic, these players, they give you that impetus to really move from back to front. And they can, hit quality passes around. I'm not too surprised when they're actually good at moving the ball from back to front. Barella again. Carlos Augusto kind of overhits the pass, but he wins it back. Good interception. Barella, he's there. He wins the ball to Calhanoglu. Do you rate French talent's development more than German or Spanish? Let's see. Let me just think of French talents. So you're basically asking, do I think French teams or like the League One develops talent better than the German league or the Spanish league? Or are you asking if I think French players develop better than Spanish players or German players? Because if that's the question, I don't have an answer to that, because I think players, obviously, individually, they develop at different rates. But if you're asking about the league, if I think the League One develops players better than German, here's Pulisic. Edge of the box. I think Pulisic should have gone for the shots there. But the Sagi looks offside. Who are they crossing these balls to? Salamanca's good shots, but it was wayward. These crosses that are being put into the box that are high, there's literally, apart from Rafael Leao, there's no one there who can really get themselves on the end of these crosses when you think about the defenders they're up against. Akanji, Acerbi, Bastoni, these are not short defenders, These are tall defenders that are going to win aerial duels. Leao is the only tall physical player that can really get onto the end of crosses. A little bit of scuffle between Acerbi and Rafael Leao. Both of them are being talked. They're being talked to by the referee. Rafael Leao doesn't look like he wants to listen. I think he's saying Acerbi pulls his hair. And does he pull his hair? He is holding. Oh my God, that is painful. For anyone that has dreads, that is painful. When someone pulls on your hair, painful. I mean, some people do like it. Some people do like it. But hey, we're not talking about that. But yeah, Acerbi pulling on Rafael Leao's hair. Now, what you want to see? 4 minutes to go of normal time in this first half. It has been not as eventful as I would have expected. Because I did predict 5 goals in this first half. We haven't had one, and we have 4 minutes to go. So it has not been as eventful as I would have expected. But I have seen the signs of a goal coming in. It's just I don't see the urgency. I don't see the urgency to see that goal. The Inter Milan coach kind of blocking Rabiot from taking the throw. What was that all about? And they hug it out. Okay. It wasn't, it wasn't a major thing. Keep the questions coming in. I enjoyed the conversations. I mean, FGH, your questions have been very, very, they've been very good. I've really been enjoying the conversations from FGH. The questions have been superb. You didn't clarify on the French talent development and German or Spanish talents. You did not clarify on that. The ball from Rabiot to find Pulisic. He's making a run, but the two players are kind of confused. Pulisic goes for the shot. Oh, very close. Very close. The closest AC Milan have come to actually registering a goal. There was a bit of a confusion between Rabiot and Pulisic. Very close. I think Sommer was beat very, very close to going in and making this 1-0 before the first half comes to a close. Inter Milan just passing the ball around. Nothing too crazy. We have a minute to go in this first half. Let's have a look at what's going on around the grounds, especially the Real Madrid games. Still nothing. 31 minutes for Real Madrid. Still nothing. DeMarco, can he put a mean one in? He can't. It's a good block from Salamancers. Bastoni, can he try to put one in? He can't. Sucic, is he going to try and put one in? He's not. Barella. Bastoni can put a cross in. He can. DeMarco tries to win the ball. Bicycle kick from Salamancers to clear the ball. A little bit of dramatics flair, you know? That's something a little bit flary to get the crowd excited. 3 minutes of added time. So FGH has clarified his question. So I meant League One teams developing French players and so on. So you're asking if League One teams develop French players or French players in League One develop faster than German players in the German league and Spanish players in La Liga. I think that's where you're getting at. And I think if that's the case, probably I think the Bundesliga have developed more German players as compared to the League One, and especially Spain. But then again, Spain have developed some really good Spanish players. Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Perez didn't really develop in Spain. I mean, he developed in Real Madrid and got sold, but not really developed in Spain. Zubimendi, Rodri. So there are some good players, but ooh, that's a tackle from Rafael Leao on Barella. It's a hard tackle. And it's our first yellow card of the game. The referee has kept his cards to himself the whole of this game, and Rafael Leao is the first man to get himself booked. It was a tasty tackle on Barella. He left one in. It was a tough one. He's still writhing in pain on the ground. So yeah, I think German. I mean, he didn't really touch him. He didn't really touch him, but the sticking out of the foot to make the tackle is what called for the yellow card. Is what called for the yellow card. Anyways, yeah. So I think it'll be interesting. I'll have to sit down and actually go through the teams because I think Germany has produced some really good players as well. So Florian Wirtz, Havertz when he was actually playing. Lovely ball into the box. A player slips now. And it's 1 minute to go of added time here. Can Modric find a lovely pass? He can, but Rabiot keeps it in. Salamancers? That's a throw-in? Come on, ref. Rabiot keeps that in. It looked like Rabiot kept it in. Lovely flick on from Salamancers. Okay, I think it went out. On closer inspection, I think it went out. But yeah, I'll have to sit down and really think about that question. maybe not a question for now, but what is a question for now is how is the second half going to look like? Because the first half has come to a close. It's 0-0. Both teams have had chances to get themselves in front. Inter Milan more than AC Milan, but they have had both, chances to get in front, and they probably should. They probably should be in front by now. They probably should be in front by now. Let's have a look at the stats then. That's what we can really look at to see what the story is being said about the game. Inter, possession wise, they're leading that. XG, they're leading that. Total shots, they're leading that. They're leading everything. AC, Inter Milan are leading everything at the moment. AC Milan need to step up their game because, again, I don't think they've had clear-cut chances that you can look at and say, if it wasn't for a good goalkeeper, they probably scored that. And when you compare that to Inter have had two chances where Maignan had to make world-class saves. One from Thuram and one from Lautaro Martinez. So, as I said earlier in the game, if I had to pick a team that was not going to get a result in this game, it would probably be AC Milan because of how they've been playing over the past few games that we've watched. But the reason I don't want to say that is a derby is a derby. You never know what's going to happen in a derby. So it's still up for grabs, for sure. It's definitely still up for grabs. And I think the second half is going to be better. I think Inter are going to come out swinging because they would want to continue what they did in the first half and the second half and, just keep that momentum going and score that first goal. Because that first goal, I think, is going to open up this game a lot more. Although the game is opened up, it's not as if AC Milan are defending. And it's not as if Inter are obviously going to defend. But I think that first goal opens this game up to get something more. Definitely, to get something more. FGH, if you swap managers between two big clubs, who improves more? I mean, at the moment, who improves more? So it would have to be a big club that is not reaching expectations, swapped with it could be two clubs that are not reaching expectations. I mean, that's an interesting question. Again, probably Arsenal and I think if you gave Arteta the Barcelona job, he would be. I tell you what, if you give Arteta the Barcelona job, the quality of players they have, you give Arteta that job, they're gonna be. I can see Barcelona unstoppable. I mean, Arsenal are unstoppable at the moment, but they don't have the quality of players Barcelona have. Bar their defense, Barcelona probably have the better team in terms of quality of players. So if you give Arteta the Barcelona job, I think Barcelona go up a few more levels as compared to Hansi Flick at Arsenal, where I think Arsenal maybe stay at the same level or go down a few levels because I don't think Arsenal have the players to really play Hansi Flick's system in terms of the high line and stuff like that. So, yeah, for me, I think if you switched Barcelona and Arsenal's coaches, you're gonna see a massive difference if Arteta was to go to a Barcelona. The questions coming in. Appreciate the conversations. Real Madrid have still not scored. in that 40th minute against Elche, Real Madrid have still not scored. Is that a concern? Is that something you look at and be concerned about? Because I think it is for me. I think it is. What's the best decision you've made this year? Wow. The fact that I'm taking long to think about the question probably means I've not made a lot of good decisions this year. Probably to start to change the type of content I did on the channel. Like, so if you've been on the channel for a while, like very very early this year, I was making videos where like a lot of editing had to go into it. Not too much editing, but like a lot of editing on my end had to go in, and I had a job, like, I had stuff to do, work and all of that. So I didn't really have the time and effort to really put into the editing. So it made the content creation a lot more difficult because I had to spend a couple of hours and days editing a video because I wanted the video to look the way I imagined it, and it was taking mentally draining because I want a video to come out this time and I can't really make it to come out at a particular time and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just switch the type of content I was doing, which is still it was still football related, but I just wanted to switch the style in which I was doing it. So I wanted to make it more on the cuff, in the moment, not pre-recorded and stuff like that. Although we still do pre-recorded stuff on the channel, but I wanted to do more off the cuff videos that are not pre-recorded and stuff like that. So I switched to that. I was having more fun. Then I made the live stream. I started doing the Serie watch-alongs, and I started having a lot more fun. And now I'm looking forward to making more videos. When I have an idea for a video in mind, I'm more excited to make the videos now, because now I don't have to sit down for days and days and edit the video and make it perfect. I just bring it out, record a video, cut out some pauses and some, obviously weird stuff, not weird stuff, but like weird long pauses and some mistakes and stuff like that to make it okay to be posted. And the only thing I spend time doing is doing stuff like the banners, the score lines, the character creation, the background, the thumbnails, graphical stuff. That's the only thing I really expend time doing, and I enjoy that. When I was creating the Materazzi Rui Costa shirts, really good. Had a lot of fun making it. So yeah, and it's giving me the opportunity to balance stuff out because I have, obviously I have a life outside of content creation, and now I have the opportunity to balance the real life stuff and then the content creation as well. So probably the best decision I've made this year, for sure. That is it. I'm still surprised Madrid haven't scored. I'm very surprised Real Madrid are level with Elche. Real Madrid are an interesting proposition. We make things more difficult than they should be. This should be an easy win. I mean, look at Barcelona yesterday. 4-0. Opening of Camp Nou. 4-0. Clean win, easy win, and it gives them a comfortable foundation to go to the Chelsea match. Any changes you'd make in the second half? For AC Milan, I mean, who can really come on and make a change for AC Milan? I would say maybe a striker should come on for AC Milan, but I think they're determined to play the two top of Leao and Pulisic. So I don't know if a striker comes on and really makes a change. I think, to be honest, keep the game as it is. I don't think I've seen anyone that really deserves to go off. I think Fofana for AC Milan has been a little bit he's lost concentration a couple of times for that. So if I had to make a change, it'd probably be Fofana because I think he has lacked some concentration in some moments for AC Milan. But I think if not, then yeah, is for sure keep it the way it is, and don't make any changes that you're gonna regret making. But sometimes sometimes you don't have to make a change. Sometimes you're too quick to make a change, and then when you make the change, you're like, I probably shouldn't make the change. So you're better off keeping it the way it is. Okay. Just realized something. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Trying to think of how to. I'm excited about the career mode on Tuesday. The Girona career mode. I did some manual scouting and like literally had to go through because I've turned on player search on the career mode. So I literally had to manually go through every team. Like I went to their stats because a new feature in FC26 is you can go to a team's stat, and then from there you can access a full view of the players that they have in their team, and then scout them as well. So I literally had to go from the Premier League to La Liga to Serie to Bundesliga to League One to Eredivisie. Literally went all around Europe, scouting through team by team by team by team by team to get players that actually want to come on loan because we don't have a lot of money to spend in the Girona save. So we have to hopefully get these players on loan. I mean, they might not even come. They might not even come to the team. So hopefully they do, because we've got some very interesting options in terms of loan players. The scouts brought in some players, but unfortunately, they're not. Their clubs are not ready to loan them out. So hopefully, the players that we've manually scouted are going to be players that, uh, you know, would be willing to come to Girona on loan and help us out because we need that. Our midfield is trash. Midfield is trash because we've got some winnable games. We've got some very winnable games coming up in Girona. Excited about the Arsenal versus Bayern game? Yes, I'm very excited. The match today, the Arsenal versus Tottenham match, has made me very excited for the Bayern match, and especially Bayern versus Freiburg. So I am very, very excited about the Arsenal Bayern match on Tuesday. So Tuesday we're gonna do the career mode, and then is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it's a Wednesday match. Let me just get my facts right here. Is that Giovanni Reina? I feel like no, I don't think that's Giovanni Reina. In AC Milan, it's not Giovanni Reina. Jesus Christ, I was like, when did Giovanni Reina go to AC Milan? That is Estupinian though. I mean, options for AC Milan on the bench in Kunku, Richie, Loftus Cheek, Estupinian. So there are some options. There are some options on the bench for AC Milan if they're looking to make some changes. It's Wednesday actually, not Tuesday. Wednesday. Tuesday is Chelsea Barca, which we will watch, and then Arsenal Bayern is on Wednesday, which we won't watch actually on stream. I'll watch it off stream, but I'm excited for the match reaction because I think after that match is going to be, you're gonna learn a lot after that match. I think so. I think so. Second half is about to begin. The players are just training around on the pitch. Got some grounds people on the on the pitch just trying to tell the ground, making things set and ready for the second half. If you had to choose unlimited food or unlimited flights, unlimited food, definitely for sure. Unlimited food for sure. Because with unlimited food, it means I can eat anything that I want to eat. Unless the unlimited food is a particular food. Because if it's that, then maybe unlimited flights. Because with unlimited flights, I can fly, I can go anywhere and, just try out different stuff. But if it's unlimited food with unlimited options to pick, then definitely unlimited food. Because I can be anywhere and eat any food that I want to eat. So, yeah. These things come with their own parameters. They do. They do, they do, they do. Players are coming out for the second half here. Before we begin the second half, though, if you're watching and you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content and you want to see more of this, if this is your cup of tea, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. I mean, I've already said if you are new. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy this and this is your cup of tea, you might as well just subscribe, because you're gonna get more. You're gonna get more cups of teas like this. So do yourself a favor, subscribe. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 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 Players are coming onto the pitch for this second half here. And I think the second half is going to be a good one. I can see Inter Milan getting the second goal. The first goal in the second half here very early. I can smell that. I can smell that. I can smell them getting that first goal very early here because AC Milan haven't looked. They haven't looked, not looked. They haven't looked as dangerous as one may expect, and we're off into the breaches of the second half here. Jan Sommer has been called very early on, but it's a simple save. What game are you currently addicted to? I wouldn't say addicted at the moment. Ark Survival Evolved. I don't know if anyone has played that. The dinosaur game. The marker has been taken down here by Fofana. The referee says play on. Thuram makes a run into the box. And it's a not throw in, it's a goal kick for AC Milan. Thuram isn't able to really get anything on his venture into the AC Milan box. Our stats are not visible at the moment. Give me a second. Let's refresh this. Why our stats are showing different things. All right, we're gonna have to turn it off for a little bit. just for a little bit. AC Milan, sloppy, giving the ball away. Mori, it's a throw-in. Is it a throw-in? I think it's a throw-in. For Inter, Marco distributing it very well. Barella with a lovely ball to Lautaro. He's got good range on him, Barella, in terms of his passing. Lautaro, haven't seen much from Lautaro today as well. Man of the match for me for Inter would probably be between Barella and Thuram. Probably be between those two. Kanji. I think Dumfries is injured, right? Because I didn't see him on the bench. Bastoni. Sucic. Being a bit aggressive on Sucic. But it's advantage Inter. Nothing going on again. But I still think this first goal is coming for Inter very early in the second half here. It's halftime as well for the Madrid Elche game. Marco. Tony over to Çalhanoğlu. Lovely ball. He does find DeMarco. Lovely ball from Çalhanoğlu to find DeMarco. Those two midfielders, Çalhanoğlu and Barella, they really do form this Inter Milan core. Yeah, can't really get there. Which team has the most dangerous counterattack right now? Interesting question. I want to say Arsenal, but I think Arsenal have as potent as a counterattack. I think Manchester City. I want to say Bayern, but I haven't watched Bayern play this season, which is a crime because they're playing so well. But I have not watched Bayern play this season. So I want to say Bayern, but out of the teams I've watched play this season, I think it would have to be Manchester City. Bastoni, lovely switch of play to find Barella. There's two options there. It is Barella now. It was Carlos Augusto, actually, who got that switch from Bastoni and found Barella. Barella tried to find Thuram, and I think he would have found Thuram if it wasn't for the Milan defense. And it's a corner for Inter. The last one was a header off from a Cherby onto the post. Is this going to be similar? Delivery is going to be coming in from Barella, I would guess. It's not from DeMarco, actually. DeMarco ball in, a Cherby. Good flick on, but good defending from AC Milan. Modric, he's not quick enough to hold on to that ball. A Cherby with a good interception. DeMarco. Barella all the way back to Barella and Carlos Augusto are confusing me because they're both wearing gloves and they have almost the same stature. Like, anytime I see Carlos Augusto on the ball, I think it's Barella. Anytime I see Barella, I think it's Carlos Augusto. Because they're both wearing gloves and they have the same stature. Stucic does well to hold on to the ball. Gets past Fofana. Or gets past Liao. Sucic. Ball to Thuram. Can he find an option in the box? He can't. Put it low, but there's really no one there. Acerbi. Over to Bastoni, who's in the box. Thuram. Forced a save for Magnan. He's the only one forcing saves for Magnan at the moment. I mean, Lautaro as well forced a save. I mean, that's not fair to say it's only Thuram. Lautaro forced a good save for Magnan in the first half. Pulisic. Not Pulisic, Bartasagi. Now it's Pulisic. Salamancas. He is good on the ball, Salamancas. Salamancas tries to find Pulisic. He doesn't. And DeMarco gives away a throw in. It's building up slowly, slowly. But surely Turam is the chance again. It's a good attempt, but straightforward a little bit. Going for AC Milan. AC Milan. Bartasagi putting a cross into the box that no one is there. DeMarco with a bad clearance. But it looks like it's an offside for AC Milan. Bartasagi was offside. Morgan Rogers braced today. Thoughts? He's a good player. It's like he's a good player. He's a good player, you know. He's gonna score goals. When you're a good player, you're gonna score goals, and he's a good player. So I'm not too surprised that he's scoring goals. I guess maybe the question is being asked because of the Bellingham Morgan Rogers conversation, but I really don't think that's a conversation. I don't think Morgan Rogers is. I don't think he's anywhere near Bellingham on his best day. So that's if Bellingham is playing well, there's no way Morgan Rogers should be starting over him. Salamancas with a good shot. Pulisic, he's there, and that's the first goal of the game against the grain. Against the grain. Inter have looked like the better team today, but it's the red side of Milan that have put the ball in the back of the net, and it's Pulisic, the player that has actually come closest to scoring the goal, has actually come through and put the ball in the back of the net for AC Milan. And all he had to do was be in and around the 18-yard box. And Salamancas, I think this pass was from Fofana. Salamancas does very well to force a save from Soma. And Soma isn't able to get enough on it to tip it away. I mean, Salamancas actually hit that well. The ball was bouncing, and I think that is what forced the save from Sommer, because I think if that was a normally hit low ball, Sommer doesn't, save the ball the way he did. But it's a good goal for AC Milan, and the game is opened up. Definitely against the grain. Definitely against the grain. If you look at the stats, it's definitely not been in AC Milan's favor. But ball doesn't lie. Ball doesn't lie. And at the moment, the ball is saying AC Milan deserve to be in front. Both teams have had chances, It's not as if AC Milan have come to this game to defend. They've had chances. They've opened up the game. Inter have had chances. Magnan has made some good saves. Lovely ball over the top from Gabia. It's Pulisic again and Acerbi with a last-ditch tackle. And it's a good tackle. And AC Milan, from the way things are looking, their tails might be up here. I think Magnan definitely deserves some plaudits in this game, for sure. Modric as well deserves some plaudits. Salamancas. Fofana has had a better second half as compared to the first half. But for AC Milan, I think they've done well to hold their own in this game. Artasagi. Rabiot. Inter can't really afford to push players forward now because if they do, AC Milan could still play through them. What a pass from Modric. Oh, if that went to Rabiot, that could have been two. But I think Rabiot was offside. If that went to Rabiot, I think that would have been 2-0. So lovely cross from, lovely through ball from Modric. Trivela pass, as expected, from the Croatian genius and magician. Still 0-0, Real Madrid Elche. My goodness. Still 0-0, Real Madrid Elche. And people are scoring goals. Real Madrid just decide, you know what, we're not gonna score goals. Yeah. Inter looking to get an equalizer here. And it's gonna be difficult now because I mean AC Milan have something to hold on to. Rabiot, here they are on the counter here. AC Milan, can Rabiot find Leao? He can. It's a 2v2 situation here. Leao, can you find Pulisic? The pass was heavy. Pulisic couldn't really get the ball under his feet. It was a nice counter. Oh wow. Bastoni and Pulisic, a little bit of collision there. Sucic to DeMarco. He puts a good cross into the box. Lovely shot from Çalhanoğlu. Tomori is there to defend. He had to defend that. It was a lovely hit from Çalhanoğlu. And it's an advantage for Inter. Sucic to Bastoni. DeMarco can put a good cross in here. Good defending from over the bar from Bastoni. Thuram has been creating some really good chances. He cuts it back for Bastoni, runs onto the ball, and it's over the bar. It's over the bar here. Here's the goal again. Salamancers. Oh, they're checking offside. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely on. It's miles onside. Miles onside. Foul here. Salamancers. Salamancers hit that very well. Salamancers hit that very well to force a save from Sommer that had to be saved. You know, he had to make that save. For sure. Had to make the save. Which team has the best midfield trio in Europe? Oof. At the moment, I'm trying to think. A midfield trio, so it has to be three players. Goal involvements last 3 seasons. Pulisic is leading the charts in Serie A, next to Lautaro Martinez, and I think it was Lukaku. That's impressive. Very impressive. 48 goal involvements in the last 3 seasons for Pulisic in Serie A. Very impressive. I haven't even realized he's been in Serie A for 3 seasons, actually. Into Milan with the interception. Is that Çalhanoğlu? It is Çalhanoğlu. Finds Barella with a good pass. Thuram finds Barella with a slightly not the best pass. Carlos Augusto. Is it a goal kick? It's a goal kick. Team that has the best midfield trio at the moment. I think at the moment, you'd probably say Arsenal. Bayern, who's Bayern's midfield trio? You wouldn't believe your ears at the moment. If I tell you what just happened at the Estadio Manuel Martinez Valero, you would not believe your ears. Elche are leading 1-0 against Real Madrid. My goodness. My goodness. It's getting worse. for the Los Blancos. Elche are leading 1-0 against Real Madrid in the 53rd minute. Ah, my goodness. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm glad I'm not watching the match. Because it'd probably be nonsense that I'd be watching. Flick on from DeMarco to find Thuram. The ball has been lost. Salamanca's again. Oh, lovely pass from Salamanca's to find Leao. Leao has to calm down with his passes. I feel like he's too quick to release the ball when he can just hold on to it a little bit and wait the pass better. Because there's been several occasions where Leao could have played a better pass to Pulisic, and he's always in the rush to make that pass, and he ends up making a bad pass. Barella. Yeah, so Elche are leading against Real Madrid. So we're losing at the moment. It's lovely cross from Sucic, but it's cleared by the AC Milan defenders. Yeah, I haven't even answered the question of which team has the best midfield trio. At the moment, you probably would say Arsenal. Declan Rice, Marino, Declan Rice, Zubimendi, and Eze. Like when they're fit, players that are available when they're fit. Declan Rice, Zubimendi, and Eze. I think is a really good midfield trio. Rabiot finds Rafael Leao on the counter attack here. He's up against Akanji. Rafael Leao. It's a foul. It's not a foul. The referee is not having any of that. I think if you are Allegri, you probably take Rafael Leao off. There have been too many occasions where Leao should be doing better in terms of the pass, in terms of the decision making, and he's not meeting expectations. And in a match where Inter have the quality to score a goal, I think Inter's goal is coming. I don't think Inter are gonna end this game without scoring a goal. I think Inter's goal is coming. In a match like that, you need to get that second goal quickly if you're AC Milan. And I think Rafael Leao has wasted a couple of good chances. I really do think so. Calhanoglu, DeMarco, Bastoni, Sucic lifts the ball. Barella bouncing the ball around. I think DeMarco was offside. He's not. Calhanoglu, Bastoni gonna whip an early cross into the box, and the header is down. Lautaro Martinez forces a save from Maignan. Man of the match for me, if I had to pick. Yeah, DeMarco was offside. It was a flick on from Barella. That did very well to hold on to the ball. I think it was even a handball. Flicked it backwards to DeMarco, but DeMarco was offside. Bonnie is coming on for who? Ooh, that's an interesting sub. I wouldn't predict it for Thuram. It's for Lautaro. To be honest, yeah. I think that's not a crazy sub to make. I think Lautaro has not been on it today. Bonnie coming on, so it's gonna be Bonnie and Thuram. He's gonna be disappointed, Lautaro. He knows he should have at least had a goal by now. If it wasn't for Magnan's good save, he should have at least had to have a goal by now. But I think he wouldn't be too fussed with being taken off. I think he's had the best game. Man of the match for me, if I had to pick, Magnan. For sure. He has been splendid in goal for AC Milan today. Tony, touch passes. I think Thuram is offside. He is offside. He is offside. AC Milan. They look like they want to get that second goal. AC Milan. Hopefully safe from Summer. Diving safe. Modric over to Fofana. Salamakers crossing to the box. Liao is there. He can't get onto the end of the header, and Akanji is taking it away for a corner. Real Madrid have made subs actually. Rodrigo is off for Vinicius. Valverde is off for Garcia, and Camavinga is on for Ceballos. I think Rodrigo has to go. Real Madrid. I think Rodrigo has to go because it's getting to a point now that if you keep playing badly, the Real Madrid fans are not going to be happy to have you in the team. If I have to be real with you, if Rodrigo keeps playing badly, your goodwill of scoring late winners in the Champions League against Manchester City is not going to go well with Real Madrid fans who want to win games. So I think Rodrigo, if I'm Rodrigo, I'll be planning to leave in the January transfer window. Go to a team where I'm actually going to start and all of that. Salamakers finds Fofana in the box, forces a save from Jan Sommer. Nothing crazy again. It's been tame. It's been tame from Inter. It really has. Inter tried to go for it again. Bastoni. Would you rather your team have a solid defense or explosive attack? I think a solid defense is always the way to go because we've seen with Barcelona last season when they came up against Inter, you can attack all you want, but if you come up against a team that's going to out attack you, you can't or score more goals than you can't really rely on that. So I think a solid defense that's what's making Arsenal very difficult to play against. Thuram ball into the box. There's no one there. Yeah, that's what's making Arsenal very difficult to play against. Their solid defense. You not only have to think about how to defend against Arsenal, they have a good attack. It's not an explosive attack, but they have a good attack that can score goals like we saw today. But it makes it difficult to come up against them because you're not only thinking of how do I handle the Arsenal attack, you're thinking of how do I score against Arsenal. Not a lot of teams have scored goals against Arsenal. Thuram is down and it looks painful. It looks painful for Marcus Thuram. Ooh, that looked very painful for Marcus Thuram. Ooh, that looked painful. So he rolled his ankle. And it got trotted on by Pavlovic, unfortunately as well. My goodness. Hopefully he's gonna be on because I think he's coming back from injury. Marcus Thuram. I think he must be coming back from an injury as well. He looks to be good now. 63rd minute in the. Oh, is it a penalty? They're checking a penalty for Inter. Oh, VAR. The referee is going over to the VAR monitor to check a penalty. Well then. I mean, it's a foul. Pavlovic doesn't get the ball at all. But then again, Thuram has already played the ball. Pavlovic doesn't get the ball, but Thuram has already played the ball before Pavlovic gets there. So it's like, it'll be interesting to see. Let's see if the referee gives a penalty. Because if he gives a penalty, it's kind of like having your cake and eating it. Because if Thuram scored, I don't think they would want a penalty. The referee is saying something. Is it going to be a penalty? It is going to be a penalty. Yep, it's a penalty. It's a weird penalty. A penalty and a yellow card for Pavlovic. I think the yellow card is granted, but I don't know about the penalty. You know, it's weird because anywhere else on the pitch that's a foul. Because a player can't take a shot or a pass and then you go on to tackle the player. Like if Barella makes a pass and Fofana slides and takes Barella's foot off and basically injures Barella, he's gonna get a yellow card, regardless of if Barella has taken a pass or not. But then again, it's like, if Thuram had scored this goal, would he want a penalty? If Thuram had scored this goal and the referee called it back and said, hey, there's a foul going on here, I want to give a penalty, would that be the case? But I guess it is what it is. Penalty for Inter Milan. Çalhanoğlu on the spot. Is Maignan going to solidify his man of the match performance so far? Let's see. It's an opportunity for Çalhanoğlu to level the game here. Çalhanoğlu and Mike Maignan has kept AC Milan in the game. Man of the match. Man of the match. Mike Maignan. Tame penalty from Çalhanoğlu. You'd expect better from the Turkish attacking midfielder. But that's to take nothing away from the glorious save from Mike Maignan. Cross into the box. Inter. They're going to feel very, very unlucky today, Inter Milan. Mike Maignan has been on fire today. Lovely save. I mean, hey, you know what? I said it wasn't a good penalty from Çalhanoğlu, but that was low. And Maignan had to claw that out and also slap the ball out for a corner because Çalhanoğlu was coming in for the rebound. That was a good save. Man of the match for me. Man of the match for me, Mike Maignan. 75th minute of the game. That's a man of the match performance from Mike Maignan today. Real Madrid are still losing to Elche. It's a weird one. Bonnie over on the left-hand side. Can he create something? Bonnie, he's still on it. The one in the box to really create something. Good shots from DeMarco straight at the Frenchman in goal. He's made some good saves. Some very good saves. And at the moment, I'd say Mike Maignan is a man of the match. Man of the hour. With 15 minutes to go in this game, the hero might be the Frenchman in between the sticks. Sucic, it's still Sucic, and it's a corner for AC Milan. He was going solo in the box, Sucic. Real Madrid have still not scored a goal. Very, very concerned for Xabi Alonso. I'm very concerned for Xabi Alonso because ball into the box, good header out from Tomori, Salamancas, Çalhanoğlu again, DeMarco, good block from Pulisic, and it's back to Maignan. I'm very concerned for Xabi Alonso because it should be a winnable game. I mean, let's have a look at Elche's record. Elche are bottom of the table. They're not bottom of the table, actually. But they lost to Barcelona 3-1. We should be winning against this team. Anyways, we're here to watch Inter Milan, AC Milan. Ball over the top. Fofana, can he get there? He's gonna apply the pressure. Cherby is gonna try and keep that in, but doesn't have a lot of options. Fofana is gonna free kick for Inter. Oh, what was this? Oh, they're checking if it's onside. It's onside. Save from Magnan was massive. The save from Mike Magnan was absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. And he clawed the ball out for a corner as well. That was very good. Very good. Second sub for Inter Milan. Çalhanoğlu has been taken off for Zielinski. Solid player. Richie coming on. And De Winter, I believe. And Kunku, actually. Richie coming on for Fofana. And Pulisic coming off for Richie. Sorry, for Nkunku. I mean, I would think Rafael Leao would be the one to be coming off because I haven't seen much from Rafael Leao today. I would have preferred to keep Pulisic on. I really would have preferred to keep Pulisic on. But it is what it is. 70th minute in the Real Madrid game. No goals there. 78 minutes in this game, and AC Milan, are looking like they're going to be able to coast away with this win. But Inter Milan, they're still knocking on the door. They haven't been able to knock loud enough for to get a proper response, but they're still knocking on the door regardless. Inter still looking to create something here. Cherby, Akanji, Carlos Augusto. Would you rather have perfect memory or perfect creativity? I think perfect creativity, to be honest. Because with that you can be more diverse and innovative. You can be more diverse and innovative if you have close to perfect creativity. Perfect memory is good, but creativity can be creative in how you store memory, in how you have good memory, you know? So I think perfect creativity for me, if I had to pick. I'm still surprised Real Madrid haven't scored a goal. I mean, I don't know whether it's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna be the situation for Xabi Alonso because I don't think Perez wants to go trophyless again this season, especially if Barcelona look like they're going to win the league. So, but Real Madrid are also not a team that changes the managers mid-season. I don't think I've ever really seen that. So it'd be interesting to see where things go. 10 minutes to go. Can Inter Milan, the Blue Neri, can they get something? Oh, lovely pass from Leao, but it's too heavy for Nkunku to get there. DeMarco over to Sucic. Sucic does very well to get past the AC Milan defenders. I think the AC Milan defenders have done very well. Tomori has been a very solid defender. Gabia as well. Those two have been very good. Passing to the box from Barella. Ooh. Who was that? Kanji. Almost. Very close. Very close to tiptoeing it in. It was at the edge of the box. He couldn't connect. Cherby had flicked it on, and Akanji couldn't properly connect with the ball to create any real danger. And speaking of Real Madrid still not able to score a goal. How are we not able to score a goal against Elche? Against Elche. Gonzalo Garcia is on. Vinicius is on. Mbappe is on. My goodness. It's concerning. Very concerning. Goulet has been taken off. Like, well, let's see. Let's see how things go. Concerned about Real Madrid. But looking at the stats of this game, you wouldn't think that AC Milan have been the better side. If you look at the numbers, you definitely would not be thinking that. Inter have dominated in every aspect of this game, possession-wise, stats-wise, shots-wise, passing-wise. Bonnie, lovely ball from Barella. Can't really find anyone. That's a foul, I think, on Bonnie. But nothing really been given. Sucic. Ball in from Barella, and Magnan is there to save it. He's always there. And it seems like Esposito is coming on for Inter. More subs. They do need more subs. Can the subs do anything? That's the question. Enter Carlos Augusto. Ball into the box. Too much. Bartesaghi takes it out. So Salamak is actually not Bartesaghi. Changes. Diop. Surprisingly, one of the players we're looking at in terms of players to sign for Girona, Diop and Esposito. Never seen Diop play. Never seen Diop play a single game for Inter. So this is going to be my first viewing of him. But he's one of the options in terms of the players I'm looking to get on loan at Girona in IFC 26 career mode. So it's exciting to see what he can do. Elche are still leading against Real Madrid, by the way. Inter Milan don't have any subs available. 6 minutes to go. Inter Milan might have to settle for a draw here. I think Real Madrid have scored a goal. Dean Houghton, his first goal in a Real Madrid shirt. Rafael Leao has been taken off for Loftus-Cheek. 5 minutes to go of normal time. It says Dean Houghton has scored a goal, but I don't see it anywhere. I don't see the goal anywhere. It's not showing up on my end. Okay, I think it's a goal. I've got a notification on my side that it's a goal. Yeah, it's a goal from Dean Houghton. At least Madrid have scored a goal. 5 minutes to go here. Inter don't look like they can get anything, and that has solely been because of Mike Maignan, Jude Bellingham with the assist for Dean Houghton. Thuram, Sucic, can they cook something in the closing stages here? DeMarco puts a lovely cross into the box, but there's no one there to really get on the end of it. And it's a foul on AC Milan. 4 minutes to go. Diouf is the one who makes the foul. Diouf is a player I'm definitely looking at. Definitely looking at Diouf to see if he can cook something for Inter. But I think Inter have been good. The stats say Inter have been good. But I think AC Milan have been resilient. If you're going to take anything from this game, it's that Inter have been good on the ball, stats-wise, everything. But AC Milan have just been very resilient. And they're showing him here, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, he's going to be very, very disappointed with himself that he missed that penalty. For sure. Lovely flick on from Esposito. Barney, lovely pass to find Diouf. Diouf goes for the shots, but it was an accurate shot. But straight at the goalkeeper. He's got a good shot on him, Diouf. It was a cleanly hit shot. 10 minutes to go for Real Madrid Elche. It's 1-1 at the moment. We've got 2 minutes to be honest, to go in this cracker of a game. Cracker is not the word to use. I think it has just been a struggle for Inter Milan to really find that clinical finish. Thuram, lovely movement from Thuram. Diouf, is that Diouf? That's not Diouf, that's Carlos Augusto. No, that's Zielinski. Another player wearing gloves. I don't know why all these guys are wearing gloves. Diouf, there's a pass there to Barney. Oh my goodness. Diouf might as well just taken the shot. Diouf might as well have just taken that shot, because that attempt from Barney was atrocious. My goodness. Wow. That was the chance. In situations like that, your best bet is just to get it on target. Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the crowd, he's going to be happy with an AC Milan win. He is. A minute to go. A normal time here. AC Milan, they're just holding on. AC Milan. Luka Modric with a handball. A last push for Inter Milan. Can they do something? Real Madrid, on the other hand, are still not doing anything. It's stats-wise, apparently Trent has been one of the best players on the field. Bellingham and Dean Houghton are man of the matches for Real Madrid, but apparently Trent has been cooking as well. Don't know. Çalhanoğlu again. They keep panning to Çalhanoğlu because he definitely had the best opportunity to score a goal for Inter, but there's still hope. 5 minutes to go. We could be seeing a 90+5 winner. 90+5 equalizer for Inter. You never know. Football is a funny game. It's a funny old game. Carlos Augusto, Diouf. He's playing on the right hand side. Zielinski, Augusto. Zielinski again. Akanji, Sucic, DeMarco. He can put a good cross into the box. He doesn't. Bastoni, Zielinski, Diouf. He has looked exciting, Diouf. He's quick on the ball. Diouf. Zielinski, can he put something in? He can't. Diouf again. Diouf tries to put a good cross in, but the defender from AC Milan is relentless. 4 minutes of added time to go. I don't know what Rabiot is doing holding on to the ball here. Zielinski wins the ball high up the pitch. Zielinski, ball into the box. Thuram. Tomori is marking Thuram. Elche have scored. It's 2-1 against Real Madrid. Real Madrid are losing to Elche again. Twice. Ball into the box. Bastoni, Sucic. Is there going to be a late pull of the leg here? Thuram goes for the shot, blocked by Modric. Bastoni, Diouf misses the pass. Loftus-Cheek. He's going to go. He's going to go all the way to the end now. Alvaro Rodriguez, the goal scorer for Elche, formerly of Real Madrid. I think he's on loan, actually. Real Madrid loan player scoring against Real Madrid. That's something you don't want to hear. A bit of a struggle between Bastoni and Loftus-Cheek. He's not willing to give the ball away, Loftus-Cheek. I mean, why would you? Why would you? The XG has been phenomenal in this game. 2.0 for Inter and not even 1.0 for AC Milan. Boni, left-hand side. He's got two AC Milan players on him. The ball stays in according to the referee. Ball over the top from Loftus-Cheek. 3 minutes to go. Elche are winning against Real Madrid. Oh my goodness, Real Madrid. I can't even make a match reaction because I haven't watched the game. So I'm gonna have to watch the game and then make a match reaction. Diouf, lovely feet, gets a corner. He has been very dynamic, Diouf, since he's come on. Cross into the box for AC Milan. No one's there. Diouf. Inter are still not doing anything. Jude Bellingham has got an equalizer for Real Madrid. I mean, ball into the box. It's a handball on Thuram. The referee calls it, and it's a handball. 1 minute to go. I think that's going to be the game. But in the Elche Real Madrid match, I believe Jude Bellingham has got that has got Real Madrid an equalizer. He's got a goal and an assist. And some people say he shouldn't start for England. You know, hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Some people are saying he shouldn't start for England because he's got a little bit of an attitude. He's literally out here carrying Real Madrid, getting a goal and an assist in a game where Elche are beating us. Yeah, interesting stuff in Spain. But with seconds to go, I think AC Milan, via the brilliance of French goalkeeper Mike Maignan, have won the Milan derby. Brilliant performance from the French goalkeeper today. I tell you what, that's a man of the match if I've ever seen one. That is a man of the match performance if I've ever seen one. Honestly, brilliant performance from Mike Maignan today. Resilient performance from the AC Milan defenders, and I think Inter are, you can't take too many negatives from this game. I think Inter played well. I think this is what I say with Real Madrid. You know, you need to play well enough that you can look at the game and say, we played well, and the goalkeeper was the man of the match. If it was another goalkeeper in goal for AC Milan, Inter probably win this game 3-0 or 4-0. So I think AC Milan resilient as usual, and Inter played well, but Maignan was brilliant today. So yeah, absolutely enjoyed the Milan derby. Wasn't the goal fest I thought it was going to be, but it was still enjoyable regardless. We got to look at some really, really good footballers play today, and yeah, I've enjoyed it. Enjoyed all the conversation as usual. FGH, I'll be going over to watch what is left of the Real Madrid game because we're making tough work of Elche for some reason. I don't know why we're making tough work of Elche, but we're making tough work of Elche. So yeah, I'll be watching that and hopefully I'll be able to do a match reaction for that as well. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate